Recording for the first time in close to a month.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
It's kind of crazy. Reminds me of our break in the winter.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we had a fat break.
It's been about a year on episode 40.
Yeah, almost. Honestly, if we would have not taken those breaks, I think we'd be at 52.
Yeah, close to it.
Yeah, because we started this in
right after top 5, a little shortly after.
Yeah, but that was in.
We started it before,
November.
right before the Game Awards.
Right, yeah, because I think that was like episode 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the PS Pony podcast where once a week,
every week-ish,
me and my best friend Ron get together to bring you your weekly dose of nerdy news and nonsense. Yeah, so if you've been listening, you know this is the first time we've recorded in the past couple of weeks. Bit. Yeah. Ron has just moved into his new apartment, and we are in it right now. Mm-hmm. We have this new studio that
Upstairs.
He bought just for us.
Hey, that's thanks to all of your support. Subscribe to the Patreon. Subscribe to everything. You know.
Yeah, go fund us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're still trying to figure out more of a solid setup to record, but we're in a point where we can make do with what we got.
Right now we're in the dining room. Ain't
too
bad.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody's home. No one's going to bother us.
Well, Greggy's playing COD downstairs.
Yeah, but do we count Greg?
But that COD Vanguard, what'd you think of it so far?
COD Vanguard?
Yeah, day 2 of the release, baby.
Day 2 of the release, absolutely. But I want to know, before we get into COD Vanguard, I want to know what you've been up to and like what you've been playing since.
Playing COD Vanguard yesterday. And then besides that, playing Overwatch with Cole Cassidy. Of course, sometimes when I play DPS when the other two let me. But mainly Persona 5 Royale, because it was on sale for $20 for Persona 5 Royale Ultimate Edition. So I got like 1 million skins in that game. Which, by the way, if you want some costumes, feel free to just go on my account and download them.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot. I kind of like the normal Phantom Thieves' outfits better for everyone, because I think it just suits them different.
Yeah, I agree.
One thing I wish the game had was a little preview to see like what you're going to have your character wear before you like select it, because you have to go through a lot of menus. Yeah. And then I'm like, all right, I made this for Ryuichi. I don't feel like going through all that again.
It'd probably be just easier to look up pictures of what they look like.
That's what I was going to do, but then I haven't played it in a little bit. Persona 5 Royale is so much different from normal Persona 5, but I'm mainly bought it because, one, I wanted more content and I wanted to platinum it, and in this game you can platinum it in one playthrough compared to the original where you need 2, because there's New Game Plus content you have to do. Thankfully they made it just all available in this, but playing it again, loving it again. Just I finished Kamoshida's Palace. I kind of got to go through the rest of the days with his little changed heart and stuff. Right. So much nicer. What have you been playing?
Well, actually, I did want to download. Persona Royale.
Start playing it again?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot, but
what palace did you leave off on? 3rd, right? You finished.
I haven't found the 3rd target yet.
Really?
Like, we're still looking for the 3rd target.
I honestly was so shocked because I didn't know like how long the game was.
Yeah.
And you and Greg put so many hours into it while I was playing Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
Well, Greg was playing it during Hollow Knight. I played for like maybe a day or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you played like a lot in the day or 2.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Yeah. If you're on 2nd Palace. But you played so much of it, and I was like, all right, I'll play it. And then I got to like 3rd Palace, and I was like, all right, well, they have to be pretty far, because I didn't know what the hell a palace was.
Sure,
you explained it to me. And you were like, yeah, we didn't even get to like the 3rd one. I was like, what?
Yeah.
My God. And then I was like, yeah, it's my summer goal to beat it by the end of August. You know, I finished 3rd Palace. I might fall out of it a bit. Then I just beat it in like 2 weeks after that in May.
Yeah, well, I've been wanting to download it and go back and try it, but my PS5 is doing that thing with my extended hard drive.
Yeah, I think your hard drive just might be a little messy after the power went out. It might have just like sparked the hard drive.
Yeah, and that's what sucks, because that's a 2 terabyte hard drive.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, internals are cheaper to buy than externals.
No, you're right. I mean, I guess I do have the case, so I can like pop a new one.
Black Friday's right around the corner. It sucks, but you know.
Well, that's the thing, is I almost want to test it with another hard drive, just so that way I know it's the hard drive and it's not something else, because I don't want to go buy a new hard drive.
Don't you have another 500 gig? In your original PlayStation?
Yeah, I do, but I already downloaded all like my other games on it. I mean, I can do it. Yeah.
Oh, when's the last time you loaded up your old PS4?
Well, I just downloaded all the VR games for it.
Same.
And like, yeah.
I have all my...
No, you're absolutely right, Rob.
Everything on my PS4 is VR and then Overwatch.
Yeah. Yeah, so I might actually do that just to double check it. But yeah, so I other than that, what I've actually been playing, I've still been chipping away at Far Cry. I really like this Far Cry. It's a really good Far Cry, but it's so big. There's so much stuff happening all the time.
Do you see what Ubisoft does to kind of keep people to keep playing the game? If you took a break out of it,
no, what?
You get an email. If your Ubisoft account is linked, like if you have a Uplay account, you'll get a email from Pascal. I don't know what his in-game character is, the main villain of the game.
Oh yeah.
He sends you an email mocking you for letting him continuing to run the country, and it says you've only put this many hours in the game, so it keeps track of your hours.
That's actually really cool.
And they kind of do it. Like people like it and people hate it because they're like, why you like? Wow, they're like trying to really make you play the game and beat it. And it's just like, yeah, thank you for continuing to let me like have my dictatorship and everything over it. It's pretty funny. Yeah,
no, so I really like it, but it's just getting to the point where it's just so big, and I feel like every time if I put like 2 or 3 hours into it, I feel like I don't accomplish anything. But so what I might end up having to do is just being like, no, story, focusing on story, not doing anything else.
Mm-hmm. Been there.
I did take a break, and I bought and played and platinumed a game called Pumpkin Jack. For those of you unfamiliar with this game, it is a 3D platformer that was on sale for the Halloween sale, and I was like, you know what? It looks cool. It's very like cartoony. You get different like guns and weapons and stuff, and you play as this spirit who the devil put into a pumpkin, and you have to go kill a wizard for the devil. And the wizard is trying to prevent like this apocalypse the devil has brought on like Earth or whatever. I thought it was really good. It had its flaws. There were definitely some issues with it. Combat was really dumb. It was never really hard. But yeah, so I platinumed it. All you have to do is just collect all the skulls, and then other than that, you just do it for the win. But I platinumed it on Halloween, so I thought that was nice.
That's nice. Nice little touch.
Yeah, so that was cool. But other than that, yeah, I've just been hopping into Vanguard. So
liking the multiplayer so far.
Yeah. So far, I think the multiplayer is really good. It feels a lot like Modern Warfare, which I of course love.
But faster pace.
But it is faster paced, which I'm not a big fan of. But that's also just like my style of play. Like what I loved about Modern Warfare was how slower it was, how I could like kind of take my time and work around the map, and I didn't feel that like rushed or anything like that. But that being said, even though that isn't my typical play style, I am really enjoying the multiplayer thus far. The operators, I think, are a lot cooler.
I want to get all the legendary skins.
Yeah, I like that they do it that way instead of like just completing it as random objectives with like skins and stuff. And it makes you like you can basically realistically get like the Damascus or atomic version for skins, which I think is really cool.
The atomic camo. But it's just the same thing. Like, I don't think I could play enough of only multiplayer in a year to get it and then feel good about myself.
I think if I was ever going to get, like, that get all the guns camo, it was going to be Modern Warfare.
Damascus.
Yeah, just because with the way we played it and how often we
played it so much at the beginning of lockdown.
Yeah.
It was absurd.
Yeah.
Great time.
Yeah, but I am excited. I only played part of the first mission for the campaign, for those of you who are interested. The campaign looks really cool. It looks graphically amazing. My biggest complaint about it is I bumped my FOV up in multiplayer. When I went over to campaign, you're locked at 70, which I get it from like a more cinematic perspective. It makes sense, and you don't really need that like tacticality of the bigger FOV, but it like you feel like you run slower. Yeah. I love the dynamic between the main characters, or I'm assuming this is going to be the cast of characters you play through the rest of the game with. I love their dynamic and like their banter and stuff just from playing that first bit of the mission that I did. I think that's really cool. But Yeah, so I can't really say much more about that. But so far, I'm in. It's rare that I'm disappointed with the Call of Duty campaign. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever been like, oh, this campaign was absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
So, but that being said, it is rare that I'm like, this is an amazing campaign. So we'll see how that pans out. And I didn't hop in. I don't think either of us hopped into the zombies mode.
I didn't touch the zombies yet.
Yeah, our friend Aaron played it. He said he wasn't a big fan of it.
It's kind of broken, but that's what happens when you rush Treyarch again.
Yeah.
All the freaking time.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But this is kind of like just a quick little, like, I feel like this isn't like their zombies map. I think this is just something to add to the game at launch.
Well, no, they're bringing back Shinonuma, Der Eisendrache, and
oh wow,
and another map, like an original map, like round-based. There's no round-based zombies on launch.
Right, yeah. So I think that's why this is just like the teaser of like, hey, this is how zombies is going to work. This is like how we did it.
Just didn't have enough time, man.
Yeah. But one thing I am excited about, Ron, is the Pacific map, Caldera, the drop. I'm really excited to see how Warzone is going to operate in this whole new map and with these guns and everything, because the amount of attachments you can put on these guns is absolutely ridiculous. It's actually overwhelming to a point.
Yeah.
There's just a white or yellow dots every time I open my gun, everywhere it is. Just yellow dots everywhere. But yeah, overall, at my current place, like, I know we've only played it for a night. By the way, guys, it is Saturday that we are recording this. We usually record Monday, post on Tuesdays. We're still going to post on Tuesday. But I was over here, and like this was just the best time for us to figure it out. But yeah, so far from the night we played, I'd give it a solid 8 at this point in time.
Yeah, probably the same for me right now. I haven't done enough. I'm probably going to play the campaign today or tomorrow or at some point. I'm not really in a rush to play the campaign.
Yeah.
But I have maybe like the little Thanksgiving weekend. We're not cooking like crazy. But yeah. But Zach, you know what else I played as well? It's a little bit of Knockout City, which is free with PlayStation Plus this month, as well as Re-Reckoning and First Class Trouble, which is like a graphically better and more realistic Among Us.
Yeah.
Didn't play it really. Greg and Aaron did, but I played a bit of Knockout City. I think it's all right. I think it's pretty cool. We haven't really played a whole game together. Or anything yet, so I'm excited to see how that kind of turns out.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah,
it looks like it'd be a fun time.
It looks like a night of fun, and that's like kind of it.
Yeah,
not as much as like not Fall Guys. What's the fighting game we played is those little like blob pieces of clay. You know what I'm talking about? We throw each other off the buildings.
Oh, Gang Beast?
Gang Beast. Yeah. Not like a Gang Beast type of night, but yeah.
Yeah. But also with PS Plus, the Persistence for PSVR is available, as well as Walking Dead Saints and Sinners and Until You Fall. Those are our free VR games for the month as well.
Nice to see it finally getting a little bit of love too.
No, absolutely.
I heard Saints and Sinners is actually pretty good. It's the standard edition, so there's not like the DLC and stuff like with it. But
yeah. I don't know anything about it, so. Yeah, but those are our PS Plus games for the month. But if you are someone who subscribes to PS Now, you can look forward to playing Mafia, the Definitive Edition, Celeste, Final Fantasy IX, Totally reliable delivery
service.
Oh, this is a game.
Yeah, Totally Reliable Delivery Service.
That's actually, that name just kind of made me want to play it. Honestly,
yeah. It's kind of like I Expect You to Die type of title.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It looks like very cartoony and everything. That looks fun.
Celeste is a good addition, though.
Celeste is a great game and a great addition.
I've kind of wanted to replay it. I have it on my Switch, but my mom has my Switch hostage now because Animal Crossing's DLC is out. Of course, it comes out right around the time Pokemon does. So I'm probably not playing Pokemon for a bit.
When's Pokemon coming out?
End of the month.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to be playing it until like holiday season, which sucks. So I want my Switch back. I don't want to buy another one. They're too hard to find. The OLED models you can't find.
Yeah.
Nintendo had to short the amount of OLED models they were gonna make because of the chip shortage.
Yeah, it didn't surprise me that those are difficult to find.
Didn't either. But Yeah.
Yeah.
But PS Now getting a little bit of love. I like those games on there. I still want them to just. I think if you could just download PS3 games on there onto your system, it would still be obviously not a way better service than Games Pass because there's no day one releases on there. But I think it would still be a really cool addition. I think it's GTA San Andreas or GTA 3. The remasters are launching. One of them is launching day one on PlayStation Now.
Oh, no way.
I think GTA 3 is day one on Games Pass, and I think San Andreas is day one PS Now.
Okay.
And then the other one, Vice City, I think you just buy.
Yeah.
I forget which one of the three. Yeah. But that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. You know what else is coming to our friends over on the PC world?
What's that, Blanner?
That would be God of War
2018.
It is also being handled. The port for it is being handled by an external developer. And the studio worked on Dark Souls and Orcs Must Die, Unchained PC ports.
Yeah. So, about 4 years after launch comes to PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great move. Great game. Yeah. If you have a PC and for some reason you listen to this podcast, please play God of War 2018.
I threw it in the chat with my coworkers. I'm like, y'all gotta play this game.
Yeah, it's amazing, and this is a great move too. This is for sure gonna generate. It brings a game to people who've never or haven't gotten the chance to experience it, which is just gonna generate hype for Ragnarok.
Are you gonna be one of the armchair warriors that are really upset that it's going to PC and not your precious PlayStation?
No, and it's such an annoying argument that those people on Reddit and Twitter and everything are making.
Yeah, that's what social media is.
Yeah.
Social media is a place to argue with people you'll never meet to create a point that you will always believe you won.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
exactly.
I hate like that. I love our Twitter account @PSPonies. Be sure to follow us because I have it just filtered to only follow game devs and everything. I can't click on a single tweet though. Everything's so toxic and I hate it. It's just unfortunate. I think it's just more. I'm sure like 20% of the people are serious. The other half are just trying to like just start fires and rustle the feathers. There were some quote unquote leaks of Returnal and Ratchet and Clank, the new one, coming to PC this or next year. Until it's official, I don't really care about the leaks because you can write anything as that. I hope they do go to PC at some point. I do think it kind of gets rid of that argument a lot for Ratchet and Clank, though, with the speed of the SSD. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm sure that you would just get hit with more maybe loading screens if you're on like the hard drives and everything.
But I think at that point, then like for the people who are mad that well, why did I buy a PlayStation if I can just I think at that point it's just going to be more of a thing of like, okay, well,
you're going to spend a lot on a PC.
Well, the reason you bought a PlayStation is because Ratchet and Clank runs better on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And you get these things if you're on a PlayStation, but people on this whole other universe of systems can, play.
But if you are on PC and you never played God of War before, it will be available on Steam and Epic Games right now for pre-order for $50.
Yeah, absolutely. So please go
play it
for
the love of God, as well as the Uncharted remaster for 4 and the DLC.
Yeah, absolutely, right now. Absolutely. Speaking of new things coming to new things, we got a brand new 3D Pulse headset coming to the PlayStation.
Black.
Yes. Sony has like slowly been releasing like black controller, like their black Midnight Collection or whatever you want to call it.
Cosmic Red.
Yeah, and if I'm being honest, I feel like if, PS5s are more readily available, I think that we would probably already have a black PS5 that launches.
Yeah, like in the holiday.
Yeah, around then.
I'm kind of hoping they still like mic drop like, hey, blue controllers this holiday and like other ones. Because if I'm buying a controller, I'll just buy a blue one.
Oh, you got to. Got to.
Because like part of me, I like your custom controllers, but I'm only gonna do it if I can like have like a custom one. Like I like your purple because you have a lot of purple crap, but
the
I don't know. I kind of like those. I like the grips on the controllers, the natural grips.
Yeah.
Compared to yours personally.
Yeah.
But I think like your your Japanese painting controller of the Wave. I forget the name of the art piece.
So do I.
Yeah. Was it?
So do I.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like those ones I like.
Yeah.
And I want to make my own that way, but yeah. I still want to make a custom controller. I just want to find plates or one I can make and design myself.
Yeah.
Like your Sly Cooper controller you made, I want to make a Sly and Jack and like a retro kind of classic, but I can't.
Right. Yeah.
Waiting for that day.
I really want to do something like that. The place I got my shells from for my controllers, they actually have a blue crystal. One where it's like transparent.
I saw that. I saw it on their site.
I'm a big fan of that. I'm just a big fan. It's classic.
I love the transparent PS2 controllers.
Yeah,
they're so much fun.
Yeah, I really do. I'm really kind of mad at myself for not jumping and grabbing that blue crystal PS4 controller whenever it was out, because now it's like impossible to find.
You remember there's two things that you were a big brain little kid gamer, was if you had the see-through controller, but it was also wireless.
Yeah.
Like those adapters.
Yeah.
I had those ones. Are so nice.
Yeah, dude. But if you were interested in getting a black 3D Pulse headset, that is available to you to match your black controller. All good to go with that. But Ronnie, that's not all that's new.
You know what the best way to listen to music is on your PlayStation console with your new shiny black PlayStation Pulse 3D headset? Is buying a subscription to Apple Music or using a free trial and listening it now on your PS5, because you can do that now. That's nice.
Yeah.
You benefit a good bit off of that, because all the podcasts easier to listen to on there, even though you can do Spotify podcasts, which you can listen to on Spotify.com.
Yep.
But Apple Podcasts isn't really on there. That is like a big downfall, though, because Apple Music doesn't have their podcasts
like linked.
Yeah. If it did, I think that's a game changer for people on console.
Yeah.
To buy that,
I agree, but if I'm being honest, I don't like Apple Podcasts. It's been a long time since I've used the app, but like it's just not a good UI in my opinion.
But the ability to kind of do that now is just really nice.
I agree with you completely. I benefit a lot from it just because whenever I download anything on my MacBook or on my phone, it just goes into like my Apple library. So I have some DJ like sets that are on YouTube, but like I just convert it into a MP3 just to listen to. And now I can actually listen to those while I play PlayStation.
It's like having SoundCloud on your console.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
Dude, imagine SoundCloud on PlayStation. I'll never not listen to music.
Yeah.
Because the biggest downfall of our headset is if we plug it into the computer while on our thing, it switches right over to PC.
Yeah.
And that is a really weird design choice.
It's really annoying.
I hate that.
It's really annoying. I love our headset for a lot of different reasons, but I also hate it for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah. So. I wish there was a game chat and audio chat dial. But it doesn't bother me that much, but when you swap to a game and like the audio from Overwatch is different from Warzone, that's different from Persona, it really sucks.
Yeah, and like I think that it doesn't bother me as much now as it did when we first got the headset and started using it, but I feel like if I went back to my old headset or I got a new headset that had the dials, it would be like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like I can't believe I functioned without this.
Yeah, odds are I'm gonna keep this headset the whole generation if it lives that long, but if I do get another one for PS6 or whatever, I need the freaking chat. I'll wait to buy the headset. If that means I need to get the chat dial.
Yeah. And what is nice about Apple Music integrated, if you are someone who subscribes to both Apple Music and Spotify, it is a very easy switch to go from one to the other. You don't have to open a new app or get into a new thing. You just scroll to the bottom, hit options, and just hit load up Apple Music.
Yeah. Because there's the music in the control center.
Yep. Tab. Yeah, it's great.
It's really nice.
It's great.
And also, just as a friendly reminder as well, you can get 6 months free of Apple TV Plus if you just simply create an account on your PlayStation or sign in. Get 6 months for free. I want to do that because I want to watch Cherry with Tom Holland.
I hear Ted Lasso is really good. I heard
Ted Lasso is really good. And Apple TV Plus is like $5 a month. Like, it's really not that much. I mean, they're a $2 trillion company, almost 3.
Yeah, it's real cheap.
Unlike, that's pretty cool.
There are other products.
You want the Apple monitor stand? $999. I rewatched that clip on YouTube the other day. It was with their monitors they made like years ago.
Yeah.
There was the mount piece, which was $99 or $199. Literally just the mount for your Mac.
Mm-hmm.
It was just Apple branded. But then they had the arm. Like, so you can, like, do that.
Yeah.
It was $999.
Well, dude,
and the whole press audience was like, like, they all gasped at, like, what was that? And then the speaker, like, hurried up, finished his thing, and got the hell off stage. It was so funny.
Yeah.
And the whole comments were like, the only reason they didn't boo is because they would never be allowed back in the Apple place to do it. But it was crazy. It's such a funny clip. I'll send it to you after.
Yeah, dude. Big fan of the apples. Of the apple orchard.
Apple orchard?
Yeah, dude. I'm making my own little apple orchard now that I got that iPad.
You got the iPad Pro?
Yeah,
with
the
iPad pencil?
Pro, with the pencil and the Magic Keyboard, which, by the way, is $400, which is ridiculous. But
you spent $400 on the keyboard. I thought it was $200.
No, it's like $300 or $400, but it's like the folio. So it's like when you pop it open, it's like it acts as a case as well.
That's insane.
It is insane.
I've used their Magic Keyboards before. I think they're okay. I hate their mouses.
The trackpad?
No, like the external mouse.
Oh.
I hate it.
Really?
Yeah, because it's just one button.
Yeah.
You can opt it. You can change it so like it actually acts like two buttons in the settings. I hate it.
Well, no.
And I don't think the control is good on them.
So I didn't buy an external keyboard.
I know.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I'm talking just about if you bought an iMac.
Right.
I don't mind iMacs. I don't think I have ever really a reason to buy an iMac. I feel like if you bought Mac Pro, MacBook Pro. Thank you. I almost said iMac Pro. MacBook Pro. I think
that's actually a thing. I'm pretty sure.
I think so. Yeah, I think that kind of covers you.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we're recording right now on my MacBook 2015 MacBook Pro and still kicking. Battery life is amazing now. Now that I got a new battery put
I kind of want to buy a new battery for mine, dude, because I've been using this since high school graduation. And it's always plugged in, which is stupid of me to always do.
Mine is never not plugged in, and I agree with you. It's absolutely stupid. I'm probably gonna I think I'm probably just gonna let this die, and then let it die for the first time, and we'll go from there. But yeah, back to the news though.
Yeah, back to the news. Well, side note.
Currently, Sony is doing their Seize the Throne promotion. So what that means is you can go to their website and sign up to be a part of the Seize the Throne. Ron, what is the Seize the Throne, you might ask? Well, right now, right now, Sony is tracking games. It's like this big community movement. Sony is tracking how many games are being played and how many hours and different activities are going on. And you can earn different rewards for playing. I think it's a PS4 theme right now. There's a chance you can win a PS5. And then just other digital content. You don't have to do anything special after you sign up. So
it's more of it's just a community event in that sense.
Yeah.
You sign up, you're entered, and then you get some cool little rewards.
Yeah, so you have to play a PS4, PS5 game for at least an hour.
Oh, wow, that's hard.
Yeah. Across many sessions, not consecutively either. So, yep.
And then use the share feature and then earn trophies.
Yep, absolutely. So they also have how many points you receive. So, play any game of your choosing. That's 10 points. Play any game of players choosing with another player. That's 15 points. So playing with friends. Use share feature is 5. Obtain bronze is 5. Obtain silver is 10. Gold is 20. And obtain 5 trophies in a single game is 25. I really feel gypped that the
platinum isn't there.
And then you will win exclusive rewards. So there's different stages. It mainly is stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. In stage 3, that's when you get that theme for the PS4. So
I think I'm still gonna sign up for it.
You might as well. Why not?
I really want that theme. I think the theme looks.
It is a super cool theme.
Yeah,
it absolutely is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why not? And then you get little chess pieces as an avatar icon. That's cool.
But what are some of the grand prizes you can get, Zach?
Some of the grand prizes, Ronnie. Well, one grand prize is a PS5 console. Mm-hmm. Grand prize number 2 is a set of PlayStation symbol rings. Mm-hmm. the picture we're looking at is someone making a fist, and they got a triangle, circle, square.
It's like brass knuckles,
X.
but for PlayStation. And
Honestly,
imagine getting punched. That's what gamer fights are going to be like. Bro, bring the console war to the streets.
Yeah, man.
And everyone's wearing those things.
Yeah. But grand prize number 3 is the new black 3D Pulse headset and $100 in PSN money. So,
which is pretty nice. I'd rather that than the little knuckles. But
you could, but you know what? You could probably sell those knuckles for a lot of money.
True.
Because I don't know if those are like real stones or whatever, but yeah, you could probably sell
I
them
don't
for
know
a
if
lot.
they're like real stones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like they look cool, but I'd never wear like 4 rings on my hand like that. Mm-hmm. But like, so like I could see myself maybe wearing one, but I feel like if you wear one, it's like, what are you talking about? Like, it just seems off. It seems like it's missing pieces. I did see somebody on Reddit, they commented, square to point, circle to make mean gesture, mm-hmm. And like just like giving their fingers
just
like
little memes.
So that was cool. But yeah, so that'll be available if you guys want to go do that. Stage 1 starts on November 2nd. Stage 2 starts when Stage 1 is complete. And obviously, I guess that doesn't give a date, so maybe it's not like a date thing. Mm-hmm. Whatever.
I really want the theme. Actually, as you were doing it, I was on the website, just clicked it and signed up. So I'm hoping, because I did sign up a little late. So I'm hoping I can kind of get.
I don't think it matters.
I hope I can get everything.
Yeah, you just need to reach. We just collectively as gamers need to reach 25 million total points. So
as gamers,
band together, get your friends, and let's get in there and play some games.
Well, let's go play some COD tonight.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
But Zach, and speaking of a little bit more PlayStation news, we got a first look at the Uncharted world premiere movie trailer.
Yes, we did. And Ron, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know what they're doing with the movie. I'm assuming it's. Obviously, it's not going to be like tried and true to the games because it's basically Uncharted 3 and 4 mashed into a movie.
And it technically takes place before those events ever even happen.
It's really weird. I don't know how they're doing it. I like Tom Holland a lot.
Yep.
I think he would be a good young Nathan Drake, but it doesn't look like it's supposed to be the young Drake's thing. Like, it's just confusing.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about him as Sully.
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
I don't really like Mark Wahlberg, to be honest. I don't think he's funny. Or I don't really like the movies he's in, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mark. I think like for me, like Sully is, like at least like from what
giving him a mustache.
Yeah, because I get it. Okay, he's younger. It's like this is a younger Sully, so he's not gonna be like wearing the Hawaiian shirt, chilling, smoking a cigar, waiting by the plane for Nate to get in, and but he seems more like. Rather than a mentor, but more like the leader of a group, which I guess maybe that's kind of what Sully did when he was younger and more active in this whole underground world that they're a part of. I'm a little worried about how we did see so many like calls to other games. I appreciate that and I like that, but I think it depends on how they do it because, yeah, if they're just gonna like kind of mash together. This like
you're telling me we're not gonna get like the best Uncharted 2 scene ever and have like the train falling off the cliff, like one of my favorite scenes in like any video game. If they kind of skip over that, would be kind of upsetting,
Well, that's the thing is like I don't know what they're doing because if they I just don't. My fear right now is that the game is gonna turn into a like, oh, here's a really cool moment that'll like generate nostalgia and like popularity because this is like what people want to see, and yeah, it's probably gonna be cool and it's gonna be awesome, but overall, is it gonna make for a good story, or is it gonna be like we're on a mountain in the winter, we're just up on the top of a mountain, he just ran through a train, did that whole awesome scene, but then all of a sudden we're in the desert, because like the games don't jump from place to place like that, you know what I mean? So we'll see. I'm obviously we're gonna watch it. Obviously we're gonna
February
see it,
18th,
and we're for sure gonna talk about it.
Oh my god, for sure.
But
I'm kind of excited. I'm still excited for the movie. I'm just kind of worried about how they go about it. Video game movies just don't have a good track record.
Yeah, yeah. But who knows? Maybe this will be the one to do it. So
I hope so.
Yeah. And since it is a Sony exclusive, I don't know how hands-on Sony or Naughty Dog are really with the movie, but I feel like Sony's in a place where they know if the movie bombs, it's going to really affect people's perception of Uncharted who haven't played. Maybe people on PC who wanted to play it.
That's why I got Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland in it.
Yeah. So, I can see Sony like really pushing and making sure it's good. Mm-hmm. But speaking of quality of games, Ron, we are not the only people who recognize that Sony is making good games. Matt Booty, who is a Xbox Game Studio boss, has said on a kind of funny podcast that they really haven't been keeping up with Sony as far as tentpole games, like big tentpole games. Specifically, he says, hats off to Sony, their studio system and the leaders that they've got there. It's fantastic. You can't argue with the quality and the craft of the games that they deliver and that they're working on now. Kudos and hats off to them, he said. I think there is a certain kind of game that generates an anticipation. It becomes this tentpole moment. It's a game that fits that intersection of everybody can play, and it's a big world you can inhabit. I think those kind of games are important, and certainly it's been a place where we have not been out in front. We haven't really had the sort of one-to-one with Sony. Yeah, that's it. That's all I said.
We are. No, yeah, I think Sony does need to kind of figure out their multiplayer aspect, though.
Absolutely.
Because if there is like the one thing I wish I had from Xbox, it's Halo and Sea of Thieves. Like those types of games, like I really want, but we don't have it on here. Like, sure, we have like No Man's Sky. That's not even exclusive. It was at first. Well, it was PlayStation and PC, but still, we don't really have anything like that. Mm-hmm. And I think that I hope they don't just like shoehorn multiplayer stuff into like these big like single player games.
Yeah.
Because Ghost of Tsushima's multiplayer is really good. Once you max out one character, you're probably tired of it, though, unfortunately. It kind of depends on the player.
Yeah.
But it's just still like, I don't know, it's good. But we'll just see what they do.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the thing is like Ghost of Tsushima is it's what it is. It was only designed to be just like a cool additional side multiplayer type of experience, not to be this, necessarily hop on every single week like Destiny or like The Division and stuff like that, which I really do wish it was, and I would love to maybe see a newer iteration of that at some point, but we'll see. But yeah, I agree. Sony does need to step up their stuff with multiplayer games. They are currently working on a multiplayer game that is in development. We still know nothing about yet.
By like Modern Warfare 2 devs and Respawn devs and a bunch of other people.
Absolutely. So I have a lot of confidence in that, and I'm really excited to hear more about it. But I think if they take the same mentality that they put behind the first party exclusive single player experiences, then I think they can really pull something off that's nice and polished. So but Ronnie, the last bit of news that we got, Netflix's game streaming service is live in the United States. So if you have a Netflix subscription, it comes to you at no additional cost. Currently you cannot connect a controller of any sort. You have to use your phone.
They're like basically mobile games and stuff.
And it's just, I believe it's just the Netflix games, right? It's nothing like the Stranger Things game and stuff like that. You're not going to be able to play Destiny on Netflix.
Not yet.
We'll see how it evolves.
Waiting for it.
I haven't hopped into it at all. I haven't really looked into it. At the end of the day, Netflix really isn't where I'm going to get my games.
Unless they rumored partner with Sony.
Yeah, but that's where I go to get my Cowboy Bebop on.
True.
Yeah.
But that is all the news we have. Of course, we always go on Reddit and we make sure we check that Sly Cooper r/Sly Cooper all the time. There are the rumors of a new Sly and Infamous reboot coming, which would be freaking awesome.
More solid rumors than before.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of there's like the ground is getting firm on a lot of these rumors. So we're hoping if it happens, then we are losing our freaking mind. just praying it's good.
Absolutely.
But I have a feeling that I feel like whoever makes Sly knows they have to cater like crazy to this audience.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be good for them.
Yeah. Did you see what Kevin Miller said?
Yeah, I read his
his
theory about like what the next game should be and stuff.
Yeah.
And everyone was like freaking out. They're like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. So I'm excited. Hopefully it might be Game Awards maybe, but I feel like we're gonna hear about it by March.
By March.
By March. Yeah.
I would say by end of next year.
Yeah. Yeah. But speaking of Game Awards, I'm not sure when the nominees are dropping, but we will be doing our video game nominees discussion, and we do this little game we play every year with all of our friends, so we'll give you more information about that whenever it comes in. But so keep an eye out for that. Mm-hmm. Just to say again, sorry for not, recording before and being consistent this past couple weeks.
When you're in your early 20s, it's kind of hard to keep up with that.
Yeah, but we're still going to post on Tuesdays. Monday is still going to be our recording day we still try to do and get out. But, as our life is kind of progressing and changing, it might change to, be another day. Weekends are great for us to record, realistically, but also our weekends are the most, up in the air things. So
yeah, I have 50 things to do today.
Yeah. So 50 things, 50 levels in Vanguard.
I want to get my Aurora Borealis skin.
Yeah, you got
COD. I really, really want it. We have a little less than 30 days. Or I think 30 days.
We'll get the double Battle Pass XP though. I don't know if that'll transition over into Vanguard though.
I'm sure it will. Battle Pass is on there.
The Battle Pass is, but you can't use any. Well, yeah, because it's online.
If it doesn't, I think that's a really stupid and selfish move.
Yeah.
It'll be mostly Cold War and Vanguard, I think. I don't think Modern Warfare would get it. Sometimes they're really weird about that. They put it on one, but not the other.
What do you mean?
I've noticed that double Battle Pass XP has been on, Cold War multiplayer, but not Modern Warfare 2019.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well.
Yeah.
And it gets kind of annoying. It's always in Warzone, though.
Yeah.
Always in Warzone.
We're going to have to play a lot of multiplayer in Warzone.
Yeah.
If I want that skin.
Honestly, what it'll probably be is double battle. I can see them not giving it to Vanguard. Not Vanguard. Cold War.
I can see that, too. Kind of drive people to buy in the game.
Yeah, push them,
Yeah.
Isn't the first weekend usually a double XP weekend?
Yeah, that's usually what we thought too, huh?
Yeah,
and I just didn't. I wished it was because I'm kind of happy it's not because I'm not really playing it all Sunday, so I'd miss it all.
Yeah,
which would suck.
Right.
But I'm probably gonna be playing it every chance I get. This whole week is late work weeks. It's part of our busy season, so that kind of sucks. I won't have much time to play it, but I just really want that skin, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to buy it. That's so much money.
No, I got you.
It's $80 if I want that.
Yeah.
But Zach, this is the end of the podcast.
This is the end of the podcast.
If you are listening to this podcast and you want to ask us questions about why we hate PC and Xbox and hate them and hope they failed because we hate competition, you can ask us questions at AskPSPonies@gmail.com. That is AskPSPonies@gmail.com. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow us at PSPonies. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, please do that. And you will see us next week. We promise.
Bye.